Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Fleming here. Let's move on to lesson 1-8 in your math journal. Let's begin with some mental math. As always, don't forget to pause the video before I work out the problems, just so that you're not cheating yourself and you're actually trying and attempting the problem and learning something from each lesson, okay? So let's say we had this problem here. Is the value of the expression greater than 4 times 5 or not? Okay. So first, let's figure out what 4 times 5 is. Well, 4 times 5 I know is 20. So knowing that, now we can tell would the answer to these expressions be more than 20. So I'm looking for more than 20. All right, so let's do this one first. 4 times 5 I know is 20, plus 2 would equal 22. So is that more than 20? Yes. So that means that that would be greater. What about the next one? Do what's in parentheses first. 4 times 5 is 20, times 2, 20 times 2 is 40. So is that more than 20? Yes, it is. And let's take a look at the last one here. 4 times 5 is 20, minus 2 equals 18. Is that more than 20? No. Okay, let's look at the next problem and see what we got here. Similar type problem, but we're looking for expression is twice as large as this. So it has to be twice as large as that. Twice means times 2. So let's figure out what 8 plus 17 is. 8 plus 17, if I do some work over here, let's figure that out first. 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry your 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So twice as much as this. So that's 25 times 2, which equals 50. So is the expression twice, at least twice as large as 8 plus 17? Okay, so twice, double 25. So I'm looking for at least 50. Let's look. 8 plus 7. 8 plus 7 was 25. Times 2 equals 50. So is that at least twice as large? Yes, it is. What about this one? 8 plus 7 is 25. Times 2 equals 50 again. So that's, yep, twice as large. And let's move on to the next one. 8 plus 17, again, is 25. Ooh, 2 divided by 25, or look, that's a fraction. 2/25. Is 2/25 more than or close to 50? No, it's a fraction. That's enough for our mental math today. Let's go ahead and get into our actual work in our lesson today. Today's lesson, our objective is we will be able to find the volume of a rectangular prism by stacking layers. Today's lesson, you're going to be using this formula. Yesterday's formula that we used was volume equals length times width times height. Okay? Today's formula is going to be area of the base times the height times height. All right? So let's take a look at the first one. This is going to be on Math Journal page 22. So I'm looking at G here. So let's look. So I got to fill out this table to help me figure out number of cubes in one layer. One layer is the bottom floor. Think of it as like a building. So this is the bottom floor of the building, the very bottom floor. How many cubes are in one layer? Well, let's figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's one underneath right there on the first floor. So there's a total of how many cubes on one layer? 10. How many total layers are there? Well, how many floors are there in this building? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number of cubes that will fill this prism all you have to do, we did the area of the base times the height. So 10 times 5 equals 50. So what's the volume? 50 cubic units. Okay, so first, what did I do? I found how many are on the first floor, how many rooms are on the first floor there, and then how many floors there are. Okay, and you multiply that. Area of the base times the height. Let's take a look at the next one. Take a look at this one. Let's figure out one layer, that first floor. How many total cubes are on that first floor? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and there's one hidden right under there, around under that cube. Okay, so how many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Another easy way to get the number of layers is take your length and your width. How many cubes are this way? 4. How many cubes are this way? 4. Multiply that together and you get 16. So the area of one layer is going to be 16. Area of the base times the height. What's the height? How tall is this? Well, let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's one at the bottom that we can't see that it's stacked up on. So how many would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the height is going to be 8. That's how many floors there are. There's a total of 16 rooms on each floor, and there are 8 floors. Think of it as a building. It might be helpful to you. 16 times 8. Mr. Fleming's not a calculator, so he's going to have to work that out. Let's work it out together. Here we go. 8 times 6 is 48. Write my 8, carry my 4. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4 equals 12. So your answer here, how many cubes are going to fit in that prism? 128, which means what's the volume? 128 cubic units. 128 cubes fit in there. That's a lot. Let's take a look at our next one. So this is your redo, okay, still on page 23. So let's look at this one. First, find one layer. So how many cubes are on that bottom floor? Okay, an easy way is just doing the length times the width. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 by how many? 1, 2. So how many are on that floor? How many rooms? 10 times 2 equals how much? That's right, 20. Now, how tall is it? How many cubes tall is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the height is 6. And Mr. Fleming needs to put that information up here. So how many cubes were in the one layer? 20. How many total layers would there be? Meaning what's the height? That just means the height. 6. And let's multiply. How many total cubes are going to fit into this prism? 2 times 8 I know is 12. Mental math here. And then tag on a 0. 120 cubic units. 120 cubes are going to fit into that prism. All right. Let's look at J. Take a look at J now. Let's look how many cubes are in one layer on the bottom there. Let's do the length and width real quick. 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Multiply that, and that's how many there are. That would be a total of 15. Let's check it by counting them, shall we? Let's do that. So we got 15, but we're double checking, all right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then underneath that one, 15. Okay, but an easy way to find it is just by doing that length times the width. That's your area of the base. Now let's add that up into our table. 15 times the height. How tall is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's on 1, isn't it? It's hidden underneath. So how many would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 would be the height. 7. It's a weird looking 7. There we go. 7. Do you know what 15 times 7 is in your head? I don't. So let's multiply it. Check it out. 7 times 5 is 35. Write your 5, carry your 3. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 13. Or not 13, sorry, 10. Okay. I did it too quickly in my head. 10. So your answer, how many cubes are going to fit? 105, which means that the cubic units are going to be the volume 105 cubic units. All right? And now, guess what? It is your turn. Okay? This one's kind of challenging, isn't it? Looking at K, it looks a lot different than the others. Why? Because the other ones were easy to tell the bottom floor, right? Well, guess what? What can we do? Flip it upside down if you have to. All right? Let's try it without flipping it. But if you need to flip it, flip it. All right? Here we go. What's that one layer that we see? Do the length and width. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's 5 times 5 equal? That's right. There's 25 total cubes in that one layer. How many layers would fit? Or think of this as your height. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's one on the bottom that it's stacked up on, isn't it? So that would be a total of how many? That's right, 5. Multiply that together and you get 25 times 5, which is 125 cubes, which means that there would be 125 cubic units. This is your challenge today. See if you can work that one out. It's a little bit different, but as you can see, there's a layer there. But what would be the height? Don't forget to count these two as your height. Let's reflect a little bit today. Let's reflect. Here we go. There we are. If there are 8 rooms on the first floor, okay, if there are 8 rooms on the first floor building, and each floor has the same number of rooms, how many rooms would there be in a 10-story building? All right. So if I had 8 floors on the very bottom floor, how many would be on a total 10-story building? All right. Go ahead and think about that question. Maybe you already know it. Please, as always, if you need help, always send me an email. I'll be happy to help you. Or come to our Google Meets on Tuesday and Thursday from 4:20 to 4:40, and I'd be happy to help you then. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.